Hi everyone, Keith here from the Sully Fantastic YouTube channel. So today I thought I'd prepare a short video just covering the difference between active and passive income. It's something that's talked about quite a lot and you'll see on lots of the YouTube's videos. Make a six-figure passive income, sit on a beach, making passive incomes. So I thought I would just do a short presentation or a short video just to tell you the difference between what they both are. Also, you hear lots about revenue, but you don't hear much about margin or profit. So I thought I would just do a short overview of what a profit and margin is and how important it is. Might seem simple, might seem silly to most people, but it's not something that's explained very well. So without ado, let's jump straight in. I'll click onto the computer and just go through a couple of slides on the information. So let's jump straight into what the difference between active and passive income is. And then we'll just do very quickly profit and margin. So what is active income? Active income is anything where you trade your own time for a monetary return. So for example, most people work a 9 till 5 job and they get paid at the end of the month or the end of the week for that time. So you invest all those hours during the week and you get paid for it. You can't get paid any more for that hour than the hourly rate. So that's an active income. You're actively doing something for that income. Whereas a passive income is any revenue or income where you invest less of your time, or you invest a considerable amount of time at the initial setup or development. So for argument's sake, here, stocks and shares, you'll go out, you'll do your research, you'll invest in your stocks and shares, you'll invest some money into some stocks and shares, and then irrespective of what you're doing, you'll get some sort of dividend return on regular frequencies. So you've done the initial work and they'll just continue to pay you some form of dividend. Or alternative way on an online business is you might develop an app, post it on Google Play Store or the Apple iTunes Store, and then you'll get the monetary return from any downloads. So the more people that download, the greater the revenue. But that becomes a passive income because you've initially put the work in to create the app, post it, and upload it, and then you can sit back and reap the rewards of the downloads taking place. So passive income generally requires a significant investment in your time at the beginning, and then you upload it, you then go off, do other things, but while you're doing the other things, you're making an income. So you could effectively uploaded 5 apps or invested in 5 different stocks and shares, then you're getting a revenue from those when they're out actually working on them. So you're not physically trading your time for that revenue. For online entrepreneurs, or for any entrepreneurs to that matter of fact, you want to create as many passive incomes as you can. So in summary, with active incomes, you only trade each hour of your time for a monetary return. You may have a fantastic hourly rate, but that's as much as you can generate from that. Whereas passive income, you can have multiple streams of revenue for that same 1 hour. So for argument's sake, when you get really good, you could have a number of online stores, drop shipping, Amazon FBA. You could have some apps that you've uploaded and other different activities. And you could be sitting there on the beach or watching TV or out with some friends, and those activities are generating revenue for them. You still need to continually tweak and make sure that they're current, and there's still something that people want, and they're still on the latest platforms and active, etc. But essentially, they then move into become passive income. So, for me, really, for any entrepreneur, you need a good, strong mix of passive and active incomes. Your passive incomes becomes your bread and butter, whereas to allow you time to go a bit more active, to generate some more active incomes, but a good mixture of the both. So in essence, it's very straightforward between active and passive. And I hope the last couple of slides have helped. profit and margin, same thing generally speaking, but one of the frustrating things I found during initial research was that you get lots of YouTubers and entrepreneurs out there who make claims to 4, 5, 6-figure revenues, make $1,000 a month or $1,000 a week, but no one actually talks about the profit or the margin that you're making. So it doesn't matter. Generally, it doesn't matter how much revenue you have coming in, you need the profit and margin. You can have $100,000 or £100,000 coming in each month, but if you're making no profit, then it's pretty pointless. Or you could have $10,000 or £10,000 revenue coming in each month, but actually making 50% margin. So therefore, you've got lower revenue but higher profit margin. So on $10,000 you're making, on 50% margin or 50% profit, you're making $5,000, whereas you could have £100,000 or $100,000 revenue coming in with no margin. I know which one I prefer to have, and it's very important that when you're looking at any activities that you keep in the back of your mind your profit and margin that you're going to generate. It's not just about revenue, it's the profit and margin that you get from that revenue. So I hope you enjoyed and got some value from the short video that I've just produced, and now understand clearly the difference between active and passive income and how important margin is, and understanding margin in relation to revenue. If you like it, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe down below. And please add comments, or if there's any other areas that you feel you'd like me just to look into and provide some information on, please add comments and I'll get back to you, and I'll if I get enough people coming through asking for similar information, I may prepare a video and try and explain some of that information. Anyway, I look forward to working with you on future videos.